So you probably clicked on this video and you're asking yourself, is she quitting YouTube? Is she super discouraged, or like, what's up with this title? Nope, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not super discouraged. I personally wanted to target a group of people that are asking themselves, why am I failing on YouTube? And when I say failing, I'm not talking about the lack of growth on your channel. I don't think just because your channel's not growing right now, or maybe it's a little bit stagnant, that you have failed on YouTube, because growth is a whole nother chat. It's a whole nother video. It takes so much time, so much effort. You have to do a ton of strategizing, and unfortunately you have to deal with the algorithm on this platform. So no, I don't think that just because your channel's not growing or it's a little bit stagnant that you have failed on YouTube. I am associating failure with people that kind of just find themselves with the loss of motivation to continue to create content, or they kind of just want to give up. And I wanted to create this video because I think it'll help those of you that feel a little bit stuck or maybe have a bit of a blind spot. I know that a lot of people can fall into one of these 4 categories. I personally fell into one of these categories when I first started, and I just think that being more aware of them will kind of just help you reset your motives and your expectations for doing YouTube as a potential career, or if you're doing it just as a hobby, and kind of just decide if this is something you still want to do or not. So I wish there was a video out there like this that kind of just opened your eyes up to what to expect on YouTube as you're getting started, as you're continuing it, and making sure that you kind of just have the right motives all through the journey. I think it's so important. So I really hope that this helps you. Let's just get started with the first one. So the first reason why I personally think that YouTubers stop creating content, or they just want to give up, is because they walk into it, or they're going along the journey and they just kind of thought that it was going to be easy. And let me tell you, this is personally the category that I fell into. When I started, it was during COVID, and I started from literally just from scratch. I think it took me like a month to actually just do all the research when it comes to editing videos, when it comes to thumbnails and lighting and equipment. Like, I had to do all the research before I even got started. So I think it took me a month to even just upload my very first video. And I had no idea how time consuming doing YouTube would be. Like, I kind of just went into it not knowing what to expect. I didn't really have many expectations in the first place. I kind of just wanted to do videos that would love on people and to kind of just be a light on this platform, because this platform can be so negative sometimes. I didn't know that I would continue it for this long. I didn't really know what I was gonna do. And I really just wanted it to be a place for me that I can be creative, because I was craving that in COVID. But then I realized how much I loved it, and I continued to do it after, and I still want to do it, and I'm still really passionate about it. But wow, it is so time consuming. If you want to do this as a career and you want to start making money on it, you have to be so consistent, and you have to really think about the brand and your niche and all that fun stuff. So it's just a lot of effort and time and work goes into it. You have to really enjoy doing what you're doing without the benefits of the money right away. And if you have a full-time job, or even just a part-time job, or you're a stay-at-home mom, you really have to set the time aside for it. And it's gonna be a lot of sacrifice. So if that's like not watching a movie at night and you have to film instead, like, you have to really decide if this is something you really want, because it is gonna take a lot of discipline, and you're gonna have to be consistent if this is something you wanna grow on. So that's the first one. The second reason why I believe people stop creating or they wanna give up is because they are striving to replicate someone else. Isn't that word striving just like exhausting? It's just like an exhausting word to hear. And I think it's so hard these days, because influencer is a thing. There's so many people on Instagram and YouTube that inspire you, that you just look at them and you're like, I want to be exactly like them. There's such a fine line that people ignore, because it's totally okay to get inspo from people. I actually encourage it. I follow a ton of girls, a ton of accounts on Instagram and YouTube that really encourage me, that really inspire me. But I'm not copying and pasting who they are, what they do onto my platform, because it's just not, it's not gonna work. People are gonna see right through that. People can see right through a camera if you're being authentic or not. People are wanting to follow YouTubers and Instagram accounts that inspire them because they're authentic, because they are themselves, just because it worked for that girl or that guy and their platform and they're just making a ton of money and they have a huge following account. You think it's gonna work for you? It's not. It's not attainable to strive to be someone else, because it's just gonna completely exhaust you. You're gonna lose your motivation. You're gonna wanna give up. You have to remember that what you have to bring, no one else can. Literally no one else. You are created unique. You are created different. There's no one in this entire world that is exactly the same. And thank God for it, because I feel like this whole world would be so boring if everybody was the same. And if you feel strongly to create content on YouTube, then you actually have something to bring, and it's not gonna be what that other person is bringing or how they're bringing it. Like, it's what you have to bring, your personality, your gifting. And if you're too busy striving to be like someone else, you're gonna end up hiding what's supposed to be shining on your platform. And a lot of people miss that, and they end up getting exhausted and they end up giving up because they're just like, it's not working for me. And why did it work for her, but it's not working for me? And it's because you're not being yourself. I encourage you that if you're falling into this category, just take a step back and remember that what you have to bring is valuable. If you're really passionate about doing this and you have that desire in your heart, then remember to bring it by being yourself. I'm not gonna ramble on that one anymore. Moving on. So my third point of why I think people stop creating or want to give up is because they do it just for the money. And I feel like this is kind of an obvious one, but I feel like a lot of people fall into this hole because they're kind of just like, this is so much time, this is so much effort, this is so much work, and I'm not even making money from it. So I completely understand. Like, I understand. I'm in the same boat. Like, I do make, like I said, a little bit of money from this, but I can't support myself off of this platform right now. So I understand, but if you do anything just for the money, you're gonna give up. Like, that's how it is with any career. If you do it just for the money, you're gonna be miserable, you're gonna be exhausted, you're gonna get depressed, because money cannot buy you happiness. It cannot bring you your joy. It's just not an attainable motive to go into something like this. People can make so much money on YouTube. It's insane. And I think it's really awesome, but I think that you should never, ever, ever choose a career because of the amount of money that you could potentially make. I think it should be completely the opposite. I think you should choose a career because you're super passionate about it. That's what's gonna keep you going on this journey. If you know your why behind what you're doing, that is what's gonna keep you going on the path, not the money. All right, so the fourth and final point. What even is this? And I feel like this is kind of a little touchy subject, a little bit sensitive because it's not easy. Another reason why people end up giving up on YouTube is because they cannot handle the judgment and the criticism that this platform brings. And I knew about this when I first started. I mean, I knew that, you know, not everybody's gonna love you and all this stuff, but I didn't realize how extreme it was. You'll be judged for everything when it comes to your hair color, what you wear, your background, your style, what you're saying. Like, even if you're just like encouraging someone, or, you know, it's an encouraging video, you'll get judged for it because because they can so easily give you a thumbs down or write an awful comment. And it's just like, why do they do that? Who knows? But honestly, like, it's hard. It's not easy to hear stuff like that. And it's really just really sad because it's really just the people that are bored with themselves or they're insecure that they feel the need to tear someone else down that they've never met in person, and they put it on a platform, on your comments or whatever. It's not always an easy pill to swallow. There's some that I'm like, whatever, just rubbing it off. But there's some that come back into my mind and I'm like, why am I even thinking about that? Like, I shouldn't let that bother me, but it does, and it's not easy, and you really do have to have a strong backbone for this platform. And you cannot put your worth in your subscribers, in your views, in your followers, and what people say about you. You have to remember who you are and be confident in who you are, and continue to remind yourself that you have a purpose and what you're doing on this platform adds value and is encouraging and inspiring people. And the kind of 5-10%, or I don't know, maybe it's just like 1% for you, like you have to brush it off and you have to just push it to the side and focus on the positive. Because honestly, haters will be haters. There's always going to be haters, and the bigger you grow, the more haters you're going to have. It's just how it is. So if you're starting this off and you're already getting those awful comments, or you're getting weird looks from people, or you're embarrassed to tell people that you do YouTube and you know, all that stuff, like you have to just be so confident and passionate and ready to take on this platform, because it's not easy at all. And I just want to encourage you that if you do fall into this category and you feel like giving up because of this reason, then you really need to sit down and remind yourself who you are, why you're doing what you're doing, and remember that what these people have to say about you is not who you are. You should be confident in saying that you want to be an influencer, that you want to be a YouTuber, that you want to inspire, you want to be a light on the social media platform. I'm so sick and tired of people making fun of influencers and YouTubers. This is a new generation and the world is being impacted on social media. And if you have that desire to be a light in this world on this platform, then please do it, because we need it. We need more light on this platform. So whoever's making fun of influencers and YouTubers, just stop. We're not going anywhere. I'm not gonna stop doing YouTube. And if you wanna be a YouTuber or an influencer, then say it. Who cares what people say? Who cares what people think? People are gonna hate. Hang on to the people that love you. Remember who you are. And I really, really hope that these 4 points helped you guys. That was the last point. I think that one was really important too. They were all important, and I really hope that they kind of just opened up your eyes to kind of just reset, to just sit back, look at what you're doing. If you want to start, if you already started, you're feeling discouraged, you feel like giving up, or you just lost motivation, I hope that this kind of encouraged you to kind of just reset your expectations, reset your motives, and hopefully just continue to create content. And honestly, the last thing I want to say is that you really just have to love what you're doing, no matter how big your audience is. Whether you have 5 subscribers, 150 subscribers, or 1 million subscribers, you have to love what you're doing, and just remember that each person matters. And for me, honestly, on my growth track, I think it really helps me to visualize the amount of subscribers and visualize them in a room with you. So right now I think I'm at like 4,500 subscribers. And if I was speaking to a crowd of 4,500 people in person, I would probably faint. But like, honestly, like that's a lot of people. If you have 100 subscribers, 100 people in a room, that's super intimidating. And that's a lot of people that you are speaking to, that you're inspiring, that you're influencing, that you're showing your gifting or your uniqueness to, whatever your channel is about. Like, you have to visualize it like that, because every single person matters, and you can't just be comparing your number to someone that has 1 million subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make sure that your mindset and your motives are right, and that your mindset is focusing on the people that you do have, the followers that you do have. And if you're truly passionate about it, then you'll continue it. You'll stay on the path of doing this, and you'll make the time for it. I'm gonna stop rambling on, because I feel like I said everything that I needed to say. But I really hope that this video encouraged you guys. I hope that you can just now sit down and reflect and reset and kind of just see if this is the path that you want to continue to go on. And I really hope that you continue on this path, because we do need more light on this platform. The only way that you'll fail is if you just give up. So just keep pushing forward, keep doing what you love doing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and comment down below, because I really want to know what you guys think about these kind of videos that I make. I hope you guys have the best weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.